I had a small pizza place, and it did pretty good, and I'm happy for that. I was operating that this whole year until the end of August. On top of that,
sold $1 million.
Yeah, and still sold $1 million. So I'm pretty proud of that. It just so happens my wife jumped into Elijah's DMs and slid right in. Yeah.
Man, that's how you get a job, bro.
I'm glad, like I said, my wife slid in the DMs, and I'm here now. I'm happy.
And you're much better at roof sales than you were at fighting. So I know you did a brief stint as a fighter too. Did you? Tell us about it, man. You're being so modest. I worked at a manufacturer. I was a machine.
I was a crane operator, man. I was a driver, CDL.
What else did you do?
Yeah, don't talk about. We don't care about that. Tell us about your.
Yeah, we want to hear about it.
Well, I had fun. When I graduated high school, right out of high school, man, I had my first fight.
Well, what's a fight?
Yeah, come on, tell us a little bit.
What were you affiliated with?
So I was affiliated with MMA. So I was a mixed martial artist. I wrestled my whole life.
People have seen the Corollas. You've seen the little wrap vehicles that we have here at Rowan. Everybody's seen them. Those things are hilarious that people your size would even try to get in one of those. I had to pick it up when it got wrapped.
Oh, no.
Dude, it was so bad.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
like a little go-kart. You really...
Yeah, dude, it was also like Chris Farley from like Billy Mack.
Yeah.
I was just... hot, just red, just super sweaty. It was ridiculous.
And I'm gonna ask this for everyone. How do you look in this thing?
Oh my! You should put it on.
I'm gonna have everyone put it on. Is this thing even gonna fit on your head?
I doubt it, man. I had a big helmet when I was playing football.
You got a big head.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh man. There he
I
is.
love this. I'm gonna get a selfie with this.
Yeah, you're gonna have a full video of it here in a second. You don't even need a selfie.
You are now tuned in to the best roofing podcast in the world. The Roof Trollz.
Here we go, yo.
Hey, so let's welcome this week's podcast here of the Roof Trollz. I'll be one of the hosts, Mike Mouse. We've got Elijah Mum here. We're the Trolls, and we have with us today Eddie Castillo. I'm sorry. Trying to add an E to your name, make you more cool. But Eddie here, first year selling in the industry, and he broke $1 million already.
Yeah.
So let's give it up for Eddie. Nice job, Eddie.
Yeah.
Nice. First million's always your hardest million. Every million after this will come much easier. So why don't we just talk a little bit about that? Tell us a little bit maybe about your backstory and, what got you here.
I've been in the roofing industry, since about like 2012, 2013, but it was more on the wholesale, like delivering building materials to the contractors. From there, like just learning all the product kind of helped me, I took advantage of all the training that they like give it out, and I'm like, yeah, let's learn about it. And then in 2018 at ABC, I wanted to do sales because I felt like I was, meant to do more. I was always good with customer service. Every time I delivered it, everybody wanted me to deliver the material. So I got into sales, and then I sold, like I did $500,000 or $600,000 in the first year, and then I did 1.2 the second year at ABC. From there, and kind of COVID happened, and we lost drivers, so I had to go back into the field, driving a truck, operating a crane. But like I said, I took advantage of all the training and different supply houses I've worked for. I also worked for Richard and RP Lumber and Midway Building Supply, stuff like that. And I got laid off, and then I just felt like I was, just done going back to doing the same old thing, clocking in and clocking out, and working 60, 70 hours a week and just not getting anywhere, I felt like. And then just so happens my wife jumps into Elijah's DMs and slid right in. Yeah.
Man.
So I was like, and then not only
That's
that.
how you get a job around.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
I wasn't the only one.
Yeah, it was not only him, right? It was also...
Where was I?
Angelo was
I'm left out on this one.
So I kept telling him, she start off with a weak face, and then I was like, she's like, I'm just joking, and I'm just kidding. But yeah, she reached out to us and told us that Eddie was looking for work, and I didn't know Eddie in high school, but I did not know Eddie in high school. If that makes any sense. Like I knew of him, but we weren't in the same circle together. He's a few years younger. But I was like, oh yeah, I knew he worked for a supplier, so I was like, all right, cool. Well, let's see if he's interested. And I brought it up to Angelo, and Angelo was like, oh yeah, Tiffany, his wife, she reached out to me too. And I'm like, really? I'm like, well, let's get him in here. So he thought he was coming in for an interview, but we already knew, we already knew his type. Like, and this is This is when we first started this whole thing. Like, so, I mean, for this year, it was like, March?
No, it was like February.
It was like February. I know it was cold out. Okay, yeah, it was still cold out.
Yeah, it was still cold.
And he came in. And,
No, it was January.
Wait a second. He was with us in
January.
Utah in January.
In January.
Oh,
it was
he was.
January.
He came in and just said,
Yeah.
oh, was
Okay.
No, it was January.
I know it was like some
January.
weird part of the season. So he comes in
Yeah.
and right away he had good energy. We have awesome energy as always. And we were like, yeah, dude, this is just going to be a good fit. And you said all the right things. And the main thing you were like, oh yeah, I don't care about the salaries, none of that stuff. Like commission's fine, but like I want to get started right away. You don't want to get out there. And you had, what business were you running?
Oh, I had a pizza business, so I was running my pizza business.
You just forgot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't forget. It's just, I had a small pizza place, and it did pretty good, and I'm happy for that. I was operating that this whole year until the end of August. On top
Still
of that,
sold $1 million.
Yeah, and still sold $1 million. So I'm pretty proud of that. I'm really.
And we're talking about $1 million right now. October 1st was yesterday. So we're talking about $1 million as like, you just accomplished that in a little bit over half the year. You know, next year you'll probably sell double the amount. But for your first year in storm restoration, to pop that number off this early in the season, that's pretty good.
I hope to do 1 million. I thought it was a long shot, but now seeing that I've done it in like 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah, everybody who comes in here in sales, especially the new ones, they see that number, it's like $1 million.
Yeah.
And we're telling them, let's go for 2, let's go for 3. We have a couple people here who sold 2, not this year, but they have in the past. And that number is so much smaller now than what it was when we first started this. When I started in this industry, $15,000 was your average claim. That's just like what it was. Right. And now we're seeing claims come in 24 and 27,000, and it's not because the contractors are running the prices up. These are numbers that are being spit out of Xactimate, which is a software. It's kind of a nerd thing to get into, but long story short, it pulls data from what we should be paying for supplies in this area, and that's how the insurance companies determine what they're going to pay out for the claims. But not only is that number up, but materials are up. We have all this stuff going on right now with the docks. We got, the ports being closed and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on that goes into this. I don't think a lot of people understand that. But getting sidetracked now, back to what I was saying, we're seeing the average claim about $24,000 now, almost $10,000 higher than what it was when I did this. It doesn't take much to sign $1 million. And this is your first year, dude. You ran a business.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, they're like, that's outstanding.
I'm glad, like I said, my wife slid in the DMs, and I'm here now. I'm happy.
And you're much better at roof sales than you were at fighting. So I know you did a brief stint as a fighter too. Did you? Tell us about it, man. You're being so modest. I worked at a manufacturer. I was delivering shingles.
I was a crane operator, man. I was a driver, CDO.
What else did you do?
Yeah, don't talk about. We don't care about that. Tell us about your.
Yeah, we want to hear about it.
Well, I had fun. I had fun. When I graduated high school, right out of high school, man, I had my first fight.
Well, what's a fight?
Yeah, come on, tell us a little bit about it.
What were you affiliated with?
So I was affiliated with MMA. So I was a mixed martial artist. I wrestled my whole life. I'm the state champion. I've downstate multiple times. I was ranked 7th in the state before. I was ranked nationally before in college. For a small college, NAIA, it's still a goal that I wanted to do, and yeah, I did hit it. And then I went into fighting. So I started fighting.
And we're talking professional level fighting.
So I started.
Say the name.
I started professional.
You were one of them.
No, I started amateur. So I went 11-0 as an amateur, defending my belt twice.
Definitely not the record I saw.
That was. So after that, that's where I was super excited. This guy's gonna have a match after. That's
he'll be 0-1 to start his career.
I'm like Robert Downey Jr.'s character, Iron Man, in the Avengers movie.
Oh yeah.
Constantly poking the hole, like I just want to see him.
I just want to see it. Yeah, for sure.
I'm the one being nice to you, so don't hit me.
No, yeah. Always Mike. Mike's always nice. And then like I said, I went 11-0. I was excited about it, and I was like, look, I want to go pro, and then I had a whole bunch of.
It's that easy.
I just decided I wanted to, and I said I was ready for it, and I took that shot. It was a bumpy road, though. It's not a winning record, but I had 5 professional fights, and I went 2-3. That's why he
coming out only
brings
5. So,
he brings up the.
I get in the cage with somebody who wants to kill me.
I'll be lucky to be on 1.
I'm
walking out of there and calling it a life.
I was 1-1, and then I got offered to do a pro fight for Bellator MMA. That was the second biggest promotion in the world at the time, and it probably still is right now. Yeah. And that was just an awesome experience. It was a brawl. It depended on whoever got tired first, and I was the guy who got tired first. But it was a great fight. Everybody loved it, and I had my 15 minutes of fame. It was great.
No, that's awesome. And then anybody who knows Eddie, if you know him in his personal life, he's just it's just Eddie Bear. He's a super soft dude. I'm sure he has a mean side to him, but he just does not let it come out, even in arguments or joking around or anything. Like, you just don't see it, which is why I continually,
poke.
try to get it out of there. But
you want to see him knock someone out, don't you?
it would be so funny. But not here. Not here. I don't want to see him fight anybody at Romans. Maybe in the ring again.
Yeah, maybe in the ring again, or an exhibition match, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe an
sponsored Romans fighter.
I did have someone reach out to me recently.
Be our little Spartan.
Yeah. He could be like our next racehorse. Instead of a racehorse, we could have a boxer.
And it's always so fun to work with you, because there's 2 videos right now that we did. So we had the little fun one on TikTok. We're the $1 million producer. It's a really funny video, and it's just you basically the exact opposite of who you are now, just going around and picking on everybody here and being the man. Which was a really funny video that we did, and it was just to be funny. I had to beg you to do it, so that. So then we came out with the actual Eddie, so people could see that on our Facebook, where Eddie, you talk about hitting $1 million, which is awesome, because that's kind of like the first milestone as a sales rep, And then the next one is to get you up to a team lead level, to develop people, to teach them how to do what you did and replicate, a few more of them that can do the same thing and change their lives. And then from there, sales manager, sales director, sky's the limit. You could jump from one to another one. I went from sales to sales manager to an owner, in the course of 2.5 years. This is all happening for me in less than 8. So money's definitely here, as long as the ambition's here, and I know that you're very ambitious. So
yeah, I can't wait to grow with you guys. It's been a great ride so far, and it's just been life-changing for me too. And it's been like one of the worst years, but the best years also. I think it's just going to keep getting better and better. I can't wait to teach people and get them up, do exactly what I did, like you said. So
yeah, it's going to be fun. And then you've earned a right inside of our circle. We have our core guys that we've had for a long time, and you just fit right in. What did we do in January?
Oh, man.
How long did that take?
Utah was so, oh my gosh. I just get here, and out of nowhere to get a text like, hey, you want to go to Utah? I'm like, sure, when? Like, okay. And we ended up going to Utah for the D2D, and it was amazing. I was like, dude, I don't think I belong here. I think, wow, you guys are inviting me. I just started, but it was great. It was so fun. We had this big old house that we stayed in, and they fed us and took care of us.
Oh, well, you fed us. Yeah.
Well, I also fed. That's right.
The place. We were out there. We went shopping for food, and this was like a camaraderie thing. Like, we were just getting everybody out to Utah. We're gonna have like a great time. The concept was like, all the sales guys, let's develop the relationships, kick it off when the year starts. We're done blazing when we're done. And that's exactly what we did. Yeah. But while we were out there, we found out that Eddie had a pizza business and that he loved cooking. So naturally, he became the chef of the house. And he threw down what still to this day is one of the best burgers I ever had.
Man, I love burgers.
And that's not tooting your horn. That's not like trying to hype up something that wasn't real. I'm talking about, like, there's places out here that serve good burgers. Like, that burger would withstand a lot of companies, and it was so basic on a grill. Yeah, it just, man, I think about that thing. I think about that burger
I have to make
a lot.
Another one.
This January.
This January. We'll
D2D is door-to-door con. For those that don't know, Sam Taggart puts that on. It's awesome, cool event. It's super exciting, and we're gonna go VIP again. And we set standards for the second year. So the first year was kind of like a treat. You came in at the right time because we were already booking it. And we were bringing everybody. Then we came up with the plan to say, hey, you know what? We brought some door-to-door coaches out here last year in April. You guys got to sit down and go through that process with them. And afterward, it was just off to the races. So you guys have done an incredible job. But we said we were going to take people who did, 1.5, because 1 was too achievable, too easy. So you're the first one in, and that's the coolest thing ever. And then by your numbers, with what you have in the pipeline, with how many people you're helping right now, there's no reason to believe that 1.5 isn't going to happen to you fairly quickly here. So you'll be on that. We already booked your ticket. So yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much, man.
It'd be so awesome.
Thank you, guys.
No, I just really want you to cook.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had a feeling. I thought you guys already knew I was going to cook. So I thought, I was like, oh, maybe that's why they invited me to cook.
One of the other things we were excited about too was the people have seen the Corollas. You've seen the little wrap vehicles that we have here at Romans. everybody's seen them. Those things are hilarious that people your size
Oh, my
would
gosh.
even try to get in one of those. 'Cause I had to pick it up when it got wrapped.
Oh no,
Dude, it was so bad. I'm just like,
yeah, I'm like a little go kart. You really,
yeah, dude, it was also like Chris Farley from like Billy Madison.
Yeah.
I was just, hot, just red, just super sweaty. It was ridiculous. But we bought those on up the credit individually of the owners here. We put all of that on our own credit line and just threw it all in there because we knew that to get the guys over here and to get them started, they're going to need vehicles. So we were strapped for a long time. Cash wise, because we were building this, we were trying to seize every opportunity that was put in front of us. So we were able to do that, and then we were able to eventually gain enough capital. And then you were one of the ones that benefit from that.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, what I got, so I got a brand new 2024 Ford Maverick, completely wrapped. I mean, it's electric and gas. I mean, I only have to fill it up like twice a week. It's just only like $30, $35, and that's awesome. Like,
Wow.
$39 was the max I put in. That's was way.
So what's going to happen is we're going to take that back. And like $35.
Give me the Raptor
Yeah.
because I need the more miles.
I think I'm going to take that one right now.
Dude, seriously, 550 miles to the tank. I'm like, wow, this thing's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's better than my hybrid van.
Oh, you have a hybrid van?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ulti that guy.
Yeah.
I know your gas tank's probably $100 for 2 days.
He's like 110 to fill up, and then I'm getting 12 miles to the gallon on a good day.
Yeah, start, soft.
And
Yeah.
as soon as you touch it, you're just gone. It's been an awesome journey, and then watching you grow to where you're at now is like really cool too. Because the last podcast we had Angelo on here, and we were discussing kind of the numbers and where people are at. But like making $1 million is cool, man. But watching other people make same amount of money is awesome too. Which I've never made $1 million, by the way. I don't know how many times you cross over 100 in your lifetime, but you're about to cross over 150 probably by the end of the year, and then you could be upwards of that, and more importantly, you're taking people that you brought in here, some of your friends, some family. A lot of us have family working here, and we're taking those people that otherwise would never have this opportunity. And the coolest part is most of the people here are kind-hearted, truly care about people, and that's kind of what you need to do. You have that ambitious side of yours that wants to make money, but you got to remember that each one of these things is attached to a homeowner.
Yeah.
Or a business owner, or somebody going through a seriously fucked up time. And for us to step in and take the reins, if you're one of the better ones we have of that, even being new here, you from day one have communicated well with your clients.
Yes.
They have nothing but good things to say about you. People can check our reviews, and you're going to see Eddie's name up there all day long.
I enjoy helping families. I always say families or non-homeowner or client. I like saying families because, like you said, they're attached to a homeowner. Yeah, a homeowner, but they also have a family, man. They have to keep their family safe and make sure a good roof over their head, seriously. And I enjoy that. I like seeing the smiles on their face after we do a good job, man, and the calls and the text messages, and it just leads to referrals, and I'm on to helping someone else.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So before you go, I'm going to ask you two things. One, what is your favorite part of this entire industry? And then two, what would you say you hate the most about the industry?
Thing that I really like about the industry.
No, love.
Oh, love?
I want to know what's your jam here?
Man, I just like roofs, man. I don't know. I like material. I like what they do for the roof. I like the science behind it, and I know it's very important, and a lot of people don't understand that. We're professionals, and we're able to see different things that a naked eye can't see. Someone else that can't see, they don't understand what they're looking
functionality
what the
of each individual thing, and how much goes into
how much. Yeah, they have to understand. There's a lot of different things, and I've learned a lot of stuff about it, and it's just like, yeah, I could see what's going on here already. And I just enjoy doing that and just teaching the homeowners. I don't want them getting screwed over by someone else.
See how soft he is? And
Man,
my
gosh.
Strong, so strong. That's what I enjoy. I love that. I love actually I just like helping people, man. I really do. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do roofing. Who thought I was going to be a roofing salesman?
We talked about that.
Come on. Come on.
No, who wants to do roofing sales? This is like the last thing you ever think you're going to do, and then you're like, man, I just changed my life, and I'm making more money than I ever made in my entire life, and who would have thought it?
Yeah.
And that's why we're trying to make the podcast as light as possible too, because it's the same thing. Like, who cares about roofing enough to listen to a podcast? So we're going to have to discuss some of the real things that are involved in this, because a lot of people don't even know how big this industry is. One would argue you don't even know how big this industry is. I don't know how big it's $300 billion a year industry and growing rapidly in the storm restoration. $300 billion, and we're part of that. You know.
Well, and what's funny though about that is all that, and it's still yet a small community. Everyone knows everyone. It's less than 6 degrees separation from Kevin Bacon. So, like, you have to take care of people because it will get back in a hurry. If you go around bragging you're $1 million sales guy and you're really not, it gets back to people. You know, if you're not taking care of your sales guys, it gets back to people. It gets around. Like, everyone knows everyone. So, always remember that.
What do you hate?
Man, hate's a strong word, man.
It is a strong word. Come on, there's
Dislike. How about
there's got to be
dislike?
something.
You know,
All right,
I'm just saying,
dislike.
hate is I mean, come on.
Come on, not. Well,
I dislike. There's dislikes, obviously, in the industry what we deal with. You know what we get. You guys, what we're dealing with out here.
Well, we don't. That's why we're asking you, brother. We want you to tell us what we're doing.
I just don't like seeing homeowners getting taken advantage of either. I'm a homeowner too. I have insurance on my house, right? I try to file a claim, I get denied. I know there's been a storm coming through, you know what I mean? And it's like, I only went with, I'm not going to mention names. I went with this insurance company because my whole family got it. And we've had it for how long? 20 years, 20 plus years down the line. It's just like, how are you not going to like take care of somebody? You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're there for. You know what I mean? When you really need you. That's what, when you really need them, they don't come and help. They don't help. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we're obligated to have them.
And this is what we sell to my friends that always like, what's the fun term now is ambulance chasers. Yeah. But storm chasers, which people don't even understand the definition of that because storm chasers are fly-by-night companies. They're coming in with the storm to a new area where they've never been in. They're pulling out as many jobs as they can, and they're leaving. Whether or not they do the builds after that or they do it shoddy, I have no idea. But we're here to help homeowners. So whether it be hail, wind, or nothing, some people are calling us up because they're interested in new gutter guards. You're interested in gutters or siding. You want to upgrade your vinyl to hardy board. It has nothing to do with hail damage. You can afford to buy a new roof, or you want to speed up the process. Maybe you're selling a house, then that's what you do. Yep. So like homeowners are coming to us, so we're problem solvers. That's, I'm not really a storm chaser, but in the event that a storm does come and damage a home, that's what people pay for.
Exactly.
So if you're paying for coverage, then you should be entitled to that coverage if the damage is real. And that's why Roman's Roofing is out there assessing properties for free to see if that damage is there. And we're knocking them down. We're taking care of homeowners, and we're building up the community, and we have a solid reputation for it. And we're changing lives along the way, not just other people's that otherwise couldn't afford to do this. But we're also changing our own lives together, building a good culture here and everything. Yeah. It's awesome. I can't wait to see where you're at next year.
Yeah, I mean, either. I can't wait.
One quick thing, shameless plug, we do repairs too as well, so we do help the community in that. But I have one last question for you, Eddie, because you had two. I'm going to ask one, and I'm going to ask this for everyone. How do you look in this thing?
Oh my, you should put it on.
I'm going to have everyone put it on. Is this thing even going to fit on your head?
I doubt it, man. I had a big helmet when I was playing football.
You got a big head.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, man. There he
I
is.
love this. I'm going to get a selfie with it.
Yeah, you're going to have a full video of it here in a second. You don't even need a selfie.